3, 2, 1. Whoosh. Oh my God, that is cold.
Wow.
Oh, welcome back to You Betcha Radio Podcast, Cold's Podcast in all the Midwest. I'm Myles, You Betcha Guy, here with Ryan, the T-shirt guy. We are live in the Troy Escalade Jackson Podcast Memorial Studio. We are presented by Ice Mountain. We are feeling good. We are locked in. We are ready to roll. I had a little bit of coffee, a little bit of energy drink this morning, so I'm feeling good. This is the first podcast we've shot in before noon in
Probably two and a half years.
My lifetime.
Yeah, Ryan and I shoot one in the morning every week, but
yeah, I mean, I knew you'd sneak that podcast in here.
Maybe find that where all podcasts can be found.
But otherwise, feeling good.
Feeling great. It's Friday, last one of the week. Make it count. Well, it's not. It's actually Wednesday for you guys listening, but
Yeah,
True.
we're shooting this on a Friday because we're going to shoot Bellied Up next week, and I had to shoot this a little early. Okay. Although, guys, I do have a story to tell you this week.
ooh,
It was Anne's birthday. I don't know, last weekend. So this has been a little bit ago. And Anne was like, I just want to go out. We had been with people a lot, and she's like, let's just go out to dinner, just me and you for my birthday. That's what I want to do. So we did. And we go to the restaurant. Sure as shit, my parents are there.
find
Now-
my iPhone. They
and
Yeah,
track
did you check and make sure they're not tracking you?
Well, what had happened is my mom wished her happy birthday in the morning. Like, oh, what are you guys doing? And she's like, yeah, we're going to the restaurant. And my mom was like, because my mom had already had reservations. So she was like, do I tell them? Do we just try and hide it? Do we whatever? So she didn't tell Anne that they were gonna be there. So we're walking in. The hostess. The hoster is. She takes Anne to the right. Anne doesn't see my parents to the left. I see them. I'm like, oh God. So they go, and I walk over. I'm like, we had the reservations first.
Yep. Let's
First
just
of
get
all.
that straight.
And then my mom's like, no, I made them on Tuesday. I was like, I made them 2 Tuesdays ago. I did the 2 Tuesdays.
But in reality, you made them that day, right?
Yeah, we did not do it the Tuesday before on a Saturday. Who makes reservations that far in
Nobody.
advance?
Nobody. Yeah.
So I was, they're there with their friends, bust their balls a little bit. And then they're like, hey, don't tell Anne that we're here. We want to send you guys a drink for her birthday.
Ooh.
I was like, okay, that sounds good.
You guys or just Anne?
Well, at this time I thought it was just Anne.
Okay.
So I then go to the table. Anne's like, oh, did a fan say what's up? I'm like, yeah, fans. Which in reality, my parents are my number one fans.
Biggest
That's
fans,
true.
yeah.
That's true.
So I wasn't lying to her. And I would never lie to her on her birthday like that.
Any other day, though.
Except for this, I did lie to her or didn't tell her that. Anyways. So we're going about our dinner, and I'm steeped in anticipation, waiting for the waitress to come and see the look on Anne's face. It's like a kid with a bike. Kid on his birthday gets a brand new bike, face lights up. Just see the way Anne lights up when she gets free drinks. That's how I got her to start dating me in the first place. We were at a bar. I bought her a free drink. Face lit up. I knew it was destiny. But next to us, there's also another birthday. So there's an 80-year-old's birthday party. There's a table of 15 people, which is, wow. When you're out on a date with your wife on her birthday, that's what you want to do, is sit next to a table of 15 and it's loud as shit.
Were they all 80-year-olds?
No, it was a mixture. There was some old, there was some young, but they were wearing matching T-shirts. And the reason why I know it was an 80-year-old birthday, because it said, happy 80th birthday, Derek. I don't know. And they were a teal color, and I was like, okay. And we were sitting at
Okay, can we get reseated here?
Well, it gets worse because I'm at the table, and when Ann and I are at a table, it's a square table. We always sit next to each other. And so there was a chair that was being unused next to me in the walkway. And this lady just kept walking by and just jabbing it with her hip. And it just kept hitting me in the knee. over and over and over again. I was like, it's okay. So 80-year-old birthday party, getting rowdy. Me and Ann are trying to have a quaint, nice dinner. And all of a sudden, our waitress, who you could tell she was new. This actually was her first rodeo.
Sure.
And she goes up to the 80-year-old birthday, Derek, we'll say. Derek, there's someone in the bar who wants to buy you a drink. And I'm listening, I'm eavesdropping, you know, and he's like, oh, really? Wow, okay. He's like, all of my friends are dead. So who would be buying me a drink? Either all the people I know are at this table of 20 or they're dead because I'm 80, right? So he's confused and he's like, oh, okay. And I go, Ann, I wasn't supposed to tell you this, but my parents are here and they were going to buy you a drink. And I think Derek just got your drink.
Hell yeah.
She was like, oh, what? So sure as shit, the whole dinner, the waitress never comes up to us, offers us a drink. And my parents, being the booze hounds that they are, they're still there with their friends when we get done with dinner. So we walk over to them and we're like, I tell them that happened. I'm like, yeah, the birthday party next to us got our drink. And they're like, no, he didn't. Because he declined the drink thing. So my parents had thought that they sent us because they bought me and her one. So they said, yeah, buy them a drink. And they came back and said they declined it. Not he declined it. Because it meant it might have been like, oh, wait, maybe you didn't get the right person. But it was a they thing.
Sure.
So they didn't want it, but they say thanks.
Well, thank God, because then your parents would have to buy 15 drinks.
No, it was just for the guy is what they had offered. Anyways, so they go, this whole dinner that you've been over there, we thought you guys were just being stuck up bitches and declined our drink. So we were like, what the hell? We never got the drink. And they were like, what the fuck? They declined our drink.
Yeah.
And then, of course, my mom's head just starts running. Ann's pregnant.
Of course.
She's like, I almost texted Ann's mom and said that she might be pregnant. Glad you didn't, because that would have been a massive overreaction.
And all of this is just solved with a quick, like, hey, that drink never came. Or your parents are like, why didn't you guys want the drink?
Well, we figured out what happened is their waitress said, oh, we want to buy a drink for the table that guy's at. She told our waitress just thought it was the birthday and went to the birthday table, the whole thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, so basically my parents were like, because they were with their friends, like my parents are like, felt uncomfortable because they're like, your kid is being a dick and declined your drink in front of it was a whole thing.
Yeah. So did the waitress did they order her a specific drink and then the waitress brought it out and the guy said, no, I don't want that. So they brought it back? Or was it just like, hey, whatever she wants to order, put it on our tab?
So initially I had thought, so Andrake's drinking Malibu diets. So initially I thought that they just bought Ann a drink and they brought it to this guy and the guy had got it and he's drinking coconut rum at 80 years old in Fargo, North Dakota when it's 40 degrees out on his 80th birthday and just being like, God, who buys someone a Malibu diet? What is this shit? But apparently it was just whatever we were drinking. But so it would have been whatever he was drinking.
Yep.
What are you doing this summer?
Probably some yard work. Maybe cut a couple trees down.
Oh, speaking of cutting things down, have you ever been to the Lumberjack games?
Never.
Tyler, why don't you school him up about what the Lumberjack games are?
You haven't been to the Lumberjack games? Well, it's been going for 63 years. You've had plenty of time to go.
Smokers.
No, but actually, with the Lumberjack games is in Hayward, Wisconsin, July 20th through the 22nd. You know, it was a big sponsor of the Lumberjack games.
Probably the people that this podcast is presented by.
What?
Could you remind them who that is, Ryan?
That would be the Ice Mountain.
Do you know what's the best thing you can do after chopping down a tree in like 6 seconds?
In July?
In July when it's hot and maybe you're parched?
Suck down an ice cold 101.4 ouncer of Ice Mountain. I could do it right now, but I just don't have time. But that's what I would do, especially if I was a lumberjack competing in the games.
I mean, we're talking.
That's what people who are lumberjacks like me, I moonlight as a lumberjack. We just call it the games.
Well,
It's not the lumberjack games, Tyler.
Well, you're invited, so you can go if you want, but it's up to you. You can go and show off. It's up to you, though.
Yeah, I will.
Oh, okay.
Well, I don't know how much he'll be able to do because he'll be participating.
Yeah.
In the games.
A lot of chainsaws, a lot of hacking, a lot of chopping, a lot of splitting.
A lot of dust.
What I do.
lot of sawdust.
A lot of sawdust. That's actually what my nickname is.
Sawdust?
The sawdust.
The big sawdust.
The BSD.
Isn't it strange to think about that sawdust is just little boards?
The tiniest of boards.
Tiniest of boards, but it still is. Think about that, Ryan.
Yeah, it's actually
And it's a great thing to ponder while you're sucking down a nice 101.4 ouncer of Ice Mountain.
If you're just drinking Ice Mountain, you're doing it wrong. You need to suck it down.
You know what? I'm glad, Tyler. I'm glad that the Lumberjacks made it through the cataclysmic event that happened 12,000 years ago, that then melted the polar ice cap, that then filled up the aquifers and springs of Michigan, that then led to Ice Mountain, so that we could then, however many years later, 63 years ago, start the games.
Like, people think when you say the games, you're talking about the Olympics. Wrong. Lumberjack
Not
games.
if you're a lumberjack. Guys, hopefully see you at the Lumberjack games this year. We going?
Oh yeah, we're going.
We're going.
Yeah.
Hayward.
I got a hot date with Hayward.
Carry on, my Hayward son.
I got a hot date with Hayward and his wood. And I'm gonna split it with an axe. You guys thought what?
I thought you were gonna say saw. That's why I was surprised.
Presented by Ice Mountain. So yeah,
How was your first pregnancy scare?
Yeah, it was a ride. It was a wild ride. A lot happened in that hour. You know, thought we were playing a prank on Ann. Turned out we were playing a prank on my parents. They were playing a prank on us. Ann got pregnant, and it's the whole thing.
And at least,
Ann got pregnant, and then also became unpregnant, all within an hour.
and hopefully Derek had a happy birthday.
Yeah, happy birthday, Derek. No, they seem like a good crew, but
So they were.
I felt like I was in an episode of The Office or something like that, or a TV show where there's like a miscommunication, and then we imagine if we never said anything about it to them, and they never said anything to us.
Yeah, and then
it's just like we go home and we're like, God, what a dicks! They said they were gonna get you a drink.
Well, even worse, your mom's spreading pregnancy rumors at that point.
I know. I had to shut that down real fast. I said, Mom, here's what I have to put in a protocol now. We now have a standard operating procedure for my mother if she has an inkling that Ann may be pregnant. I go, wait 2 weeks before you say anything to anyone other than my dad.
That is a lifetime in potential grandma years.
That is true.
Yeah.
I'm just like, if you think Ann's pregnant, don't say anything to anyone for 2 weeks, which honestly might be harder than giving birth than my mom had giving birth. It's harder for her to keep a secret like that.
Yeah. In those 2 weeks, just start collecting data, here's the talking
Start
points that
doing the yarn board and putting photos on the wall.
Yeah, kind of like a PI. Like a pregnant investigator. 2 weeks, I think, is a good timeline.
I mean, I feel like though
she's like sneaking pregnancy tests into the toilet.
Fucking dipping them in there. God, the fucking toilet's not flushing. You can still use it, but it's not flushing. So just leave it. I'll take care of it later.
No, yeah, plumbing's backed up. You're gonna have to pee in this cup. I feel that grandmothers start doing irrational things when they feel that there is a baby on the way from one of their kids or in-laws. I feel like it is pandemonium for grandmothers or grandmothers to be.
Yeah, I mean the checkbook is always laying front and center anywhere that they go. They go to Damn near any store. There's something that my little grandbaby could use. There's something my little grandbaby could use.
Yeah, there's a little sippy cup. Oh.
Yeah.
My grandbaby is going to be sipping out of a cup here soon. I better buy that.
Okay, so here's a big thing too. All of yours, I would assume your mom still has a lot of stuff from when you were a baby. Maybe some stuff.
She's got some totes, I believe.
Those totes will make their way over to your house.
Oh, yeah. No, she's already been trying to pawn them off on me.
Yeah.
I just said I don't have room.
I haven't cleaned the
have
garage
so
yet.
much room for that.
No, it's all taken, Tyler.
Basement.
Because
The voles are down
if I
there.
want to finish my basement, where am I going to put it in the meantime?
Not the garage.
So
No,
that
'cause
was
that's gotta
that was
stay
actually
clean.
a very compelling argument to keep all of the totes at her house for
Yeah.
now.
Yeah, they will make their way over some
yeah.
way or another, though.
I got my totes with all my childhood shit given to me at 18. Like, I had to figure out what to do with them while I was in college.
Do you still have them?
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Now they're under my stairs.
My dad just threw away all of his stuff. From what I understand,
I'm
he
at that
basically
point.
doesn't have really anything from his childhood.
Yeah. I was just
He didn't have a childhood.
Yeah, like even like, because my dad played sports and stuff. Apparently, just anything with sports or I don't need it.
I did that a couple years ago. I took like a bunch of my elementary school shit, threw it away.
Yeah, I mean,
Yep.
I don't need to be keeping all my Taekwondo trophies because I'm a black belt, but
Well, I don't need to be keeping the homemade the turkeys that we used to make over Thanksgiving.
The handprint.
The handprint.
Mhm.
Or the snowflakes that you'd like fold up a piece of paper and start cutting shit out of it. I mean, those were kind of cool back then, but
Yeah, I was just talking to at what point does like the generation of passing your shit down end? Like, I still have my baby book and it's got like a lock of my hair from my first haircut.
oh yeah,
Like,
yeah.
who's gonna want that? I should just throw that away, right? My kids don't fucking want that.
Well, it's for you, Tyler.
I don't care.
It's for your wife.
It's for the cops to identify you.
That's true. It's
Okay.
just an extra piece of DNA.
Yeah, because even though it's from 20 years ago, it's still your DNA, right?
I'm a lot older than 20.
Well, I don't know when your hair was from.
It was first haircut. That's from my very first haircut.
Okay.
Well, it's also like your.
I've actually, you know what I'm gonna do with my kid? I'm gonna keep hair from every haircut.
That's a great idea.
I'm gonna make a
So when they go bald,
You give them a wig of their own hair.
Yeah.
That's a good idea, Tyler.
I'm gonna
not a
start
bad
doing
idea.
that. We have just give
and then
it-
it'll make them look 60
Normal.
years younger.
Yeah, they'll look the same as they always did because it's their hair.
Is that the new stem cell treatment to make yourself look younger and feel younger?
Just
Maybe.
take your baby hair.
It's so soft.
I mean, if you got enough of it, you can stack that shit up.
Hey,
and-
Hey.
stacked up like cordwood.
Yeah.
you went through a phase of bleaching your hair. There's just a little tuft of bleached hair.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
you get some-
I'd have some of that.
yeah, so would I.
I dyed my hair black a couple times.
No, you
Never-
didn't.
I swear to God,
Never
for
went-
pictures.
Jet black.
Yeah, the whole team, like we did it for wrestling.
I would love to see a photo of that actually. And do you or do you not consent that Ryan or Jared could post the
Yeah,
photo on
I'm
your-
fine with that. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm
We
not.
gotta post that on the Instagram. Jet black Tyler. The one other thing I had about the grandma, like grandmas objectively are insane, correct?
Yeah,
Across the board. What is it about a baby that's not yours but is very closely related to you that you makes them go insane?
well, it's because they had the joy of parenthood for a long time, and then we're kind of okay when you became empty nesters, but now they've been empty nesters for so long, they miss that and they get it back. So they're super stoked.
and they don't have to have any of the
Mm-hmm.
no pun intended shitty stuff
Mm-hmm.
that goes along
Yeah, it's
with
short
it.
term. Yep.
Yeah.
It's kind of like watching somebody's dog. It's
What are some other crazy things that grandmas do?
They buy, like you've already talked about this, but they buy everything under the sun.
Yeah.
Like my grandma, like obviously mom not around. Grandma, anytime she goes to the store and any one of us is involved, she comes back with something we don't fucking need.
What
I
do you-
love you,
what do you do
grandma.
with-
Thank you. But
What
we
do you
don't
do
need
with that?
It goes in the closet because I don't want her to feel bad.
Yeah. And then when do you clean out the closet though?
Well, I'm in the hand-me-down stage now, so it's just getting filtered to next kid, and then after that, I don't know what we're gonna do with it. We've been giving it to like friends that also have kids,
yeah.
like just giving them bags of clothes. But I don't know. We just have so much shit. They have more clothes than I do.
Well, when you have your baby stuff, your wife's baby stuff, both of your kids' baby stuff, it shit starts to add up.
I didn't really even give them any of mine. Like, you don't need. I threw most of it away.
But I'm saying that's why it's stacking up like cordwood, is because you got 4 sets of baby shit when you only have 2 kids.
But I don't. I threw mine away.
That doesn't matter.
Anyway.
That's just splitting hairs at this point.
I also think
What is another crazy thing that grandmothers do, Ryan?
I think resorting back to to how they used to take care of kids. Now, things have changed a lot. So it's
okay, I will. I'm not gonna. We're not gonna dive into this. I just want to put this out there. The only thing that's changed is our interpretation to babies. Babies haven't changed. And we survived in a cave at some point. So I'm just putting that out there.
No, yeah, you're completely right.
So the question is did have things actually changed? Or
I think
are
the
we
narrative
just
has changed.
trying to fix things that aren't even a problem?
Well, I think, and obviously, me and my wife being first-time parents, the only thing that we have to go off of is what narrative is being pushed right now. And that narrative is, no blankets in the crib until they're, let's say, 6 months old.
Well, I think some of that stuff has been around a while.
But we just saw a baby pic of my wife. I shit you not, 2 days ago. Crib filled with blankets and pillows. Also, back in the day, they didn't even put them in car seats. They would just put them in the front seat.
Yeah, they'd sit on their lap. Car seats weren't invented yet.
Yeah.
My uncle, he was like,
was there less drivers back then? Was there
no, this is like, so my uncle was probably born late 60s, early 70s or something. And he was like the last round of babies that didn't have a car seat. So grandpa drove home and he was sitting on grandma's lap, just like a newborn baby.
Well, you also got to remember, of it being really dangerous, how many actual years of cars before there was a car seat, right? Like when was the car invented, Jared?
Model T.
1905? I don't know.
Something like that, early.
And how
1900s.
fast was it? Because they didn't go that fast to start with, right?
1886.
1886.
Very first one.
1886, but it didn't get mainstream. When did it get mainstream, Jared?
When did the car
Get mainstream, becoming
1908 with the Model T.
But probably didn't get mainstream until what, 1920s or something?
Yeah, there's a year. I don't remember. There's a year where cars surpassed horses for travel.
Yeah. And so they're still not going fast enough to really do any damage.
True. Yeah.
So that was maybe 30 years, and it takes people a long time to adjust and change policy and safety measures. So in reality, they got that. Cars haven't been around that long in the grand scheme of things.
Yeah. I think another wild thing that grandparents did back in the day was use cloth diapers versus disposable
I do think
ones.
that's wild too.
We were just, my
people
wife
still do.
Yeah, they're making a comeback. They didn't for a while, but
which
now
is
they're coming back.
bananas. I mean, you'll have 60 to 70 of them on hand at one time.
It's okay.
But you're doing laundry every single night.
So here's my question. What do you
do with the shit and the
do you just take the diaper and do what you do with your aunt's shitty casserole and just scrape it into the garbage with a knife?
Or you scrape it into the toilet.
Yeah, or you kind of wash it in the toilet, throw it in a bin, and then throw it in the.
It's nasty.
It's wild. I mean, my wife's grandma, she had 4 or 5 kids, all within probably 8 to 10 years. So I mean, she had hundreds of cloth diapers on hand.
And think about this: the cloth diapers are getting hand me down from kid to kid.
Which I mean,
I will say, all for having a better, more eco-friendly world. That's where I draw the line.
Way more flushes, so you're wasting just as much water.
Yeah,
That's true.
but also, and if you're worried about the whatever material the diaper's made out of is toxic, or
it's getting better. It just they don't decompose very fast.
No, but I'm talking about to the baby. If there's any concern with that, it's well, whatever happens. I ain't fucking scraping shit out of a diaper with a knife.
Yeah, I would
So-
rather deal with diaper rash with disposable diapers than no diaper rash and cloth diapers.
Yeah, it sounds like a nightmare.
Need a dedicated diaper knife.
Yeah. Mm-mm.
Instead of a head, yeah.
It's like a spatula for shit.
So I think another crazy thing that I think this is now just grandparents do, something crazy grandparents do, is they can't think about anything else other than grandkids. If you were to take a grandparent and do the Hannibal Lecter and cut off their skull and pull it open and see what's going on in their mind, it would just be all of their grandkids just sitting around in their head.
Yeah, and they're just staring at him.
Yeah. And all they're doing is thinking about grandkids all day long because they're usually retired at this point.
Yep.
And they don't have anything else to think about.
I was gonna say, I think it's a lack of hobbies at that age. In your 60s, 70s, the only hobby they have really is watching the grandkids.
Yeah. So, and I think it's getting worse as we have like FaceTimes and stuff, right?
Mhm.
It's like growing up, I saw my grandparents on the holidays, and then once in a while we'd go see them randomly, or I'd stay at their house for my parents were gone. That's all I saw them.
Yep.
Now kids see their grandparents at least on FaceTime every single day. So it's like, it's like
Yeah.
the grandparents have a kid again.
Which, hey, I mean, if it's good to have a good set of grandparents, because then it makes it that much easier for you to just drop the kids.
I'm
on
not
and
saying
take
that
off.
it's bad.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
it's good that grandparents love their grandchildren. It's just insane.
It's a little much.
Just don't love them as much as you do.
Yeah. It's like, yeah. You can't be mad at someone for loving something.
My dad's trying to sneak in and like take my kids hunting for the first time and do all that kind of stuff, and I gotta shut it down.
Ooh.
Like, hey, wait a fucking second. What would you have done if Grandpa tried to do all the first cool things with me instead of you?
Yeah.
Like, no. I'm taking them hunting first. I'm bringing them to sports first. You just get to be Grandpa and take pictures from the fucking bleachers, okay?
Yeah. Well, remember your kid, your oldest does like your dad better than
He did say he was his best friend, but I got him back on my side. So
Okay.
yeah,
Kid shouldn't be your friend.
too late.
Now you got to be a parent. Now don't be a friend.
I can be his friend until he's like 8. He's 3 right
Until
now.
he can
He
think.
doesn't understand.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, maybe let me just be acquaintances with him.
Yeah, we're buddies.
Your buddies, yeah.
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 Yeah. Yeah.
And you call him buddy, so that makes sense.
Yeah.
Maybe be pals.
Yeah.
Regardless, grandparents are insane. It's not always bad, but sometimes it's a little much.
So eventually, when Ann does become pregnant, are you gonna like do any special surprise for your mom? Because your mom is gonna
So
go
I'm gonna
wild.
take Big Blue. I'm gonna fill it with whatever color,
Tannerite.
whatever color chalk the baby is,
Yeah.
and
Those are
put
Tyler's.
maybe 60 pounds of Tannerite in there, and then I'm gonna take my Mossberg. Pew pew.
That'd be fun.
So you are gonna do a gender reveal? huh?
No, God, no.
pegged
Are you fucking
I did
kidding
peg
me?
you for a gender reveal type
what
of
if
guy.
Ann wants to?
Ann does not want to. That's why I married her.
What if she changes her mind?
Me and Ann align very much so
Yeah.
on the our opinion on things that are extra and not extra.
Yeah, I'm the same
So
way.
that's
Good for you guys.
I don't know if we would have got married if it was the other way. So
Marriage is off to a good start for you guys.
it is.
You're on the
It
same
really
page.
is. Yeah. No. Well, when we do eventually get pregnant at some point, hopefully she lets me.
It's sick.
Hopefully she lets me. God willing.
Don't bring him into this.
How dare you speak of the dear Lord? He went to Catholic school, Tyler. You can bring him into it as long as he wants.
Yeah, I'm finally married. I can now talk about this. I mean, Ann will probably make us do a photo shoot. That's probably it.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Where you fucking stand next to each other and you hold out the
Ultrasound?
the ultrasound, and it's like everyone's like zooming in, being like, God, that kid's dick is tiny. Just like his dad.
How many people know how big your dick is looking at these pictures?
Oh God. Yeah. Is that a thumb? Is that what is that?
That his nose or
Yeah.
God willing.
God willing, if she lets me.
Definitely is good.
Here's the picture. Me with black hair.
No, it doesn't even look like you. That doesn't.
That had to have been way in there because your cheeks are sunken.
Yeah.
Senior year of high school, state
He
wrestling.
looks like the main character to the Hunger Games.
Yeah. Yeah.
PETA.
PETA.
Yeah.
PETA.
Whatever actor that is, that's what you look like.
Josh.
You do, Tyler.
Okay.
Hey,
Not a bad thing.
Yeah.
we should give him the option that he doesn't have to do the crop top bet if he dyes his hair jet black for a month.
I'll take it.
I'll do that.
You will?
I'd rather do that than crop top.
I'll take it. But you have to grow your hair out longer than what it is.
I buzzed it again.
Oh,
No,
you
actually,
fucking-
no. Do it now because then when it grows out, it's gonna be half and half.
It'll be like that reverse thing.
You buzzed it?
Yeah.
Son of a bitch, Tyler. This has been great to have jet black Tyler.
I mean,
It's like your alter ego. It's like Spider-Man when he's got the black suit.
that is the
Yeah.
worst Spider-Man.
I'm
But
just saying.
once his hair grows, if you dye black now, you'll have black tips.
Yeah.
It's like the reverse frosted
Correct.
tips.
Yeah, and you can't buzz it until we say.
Yeah. No, I'm in.
No, a month, and then I can.
Well, we might extend it longer.
And that's not how it works.
I would agree to that.
I would agree to that.
A
But
month
his
of
hair's
black
got to
hair?
be longer though. We gotta wait.
I'll do a month of black hair over crop tops because like I got to golf and shit.
Yeah.
It's got to be jet black.
Yeah, I'll do
Yeah.
the black
All
hair.
right.
I've done it. It's
Yeah.
fine. Can I put this down?
We could we could maybe dye it. We could dye it for him.
No.
We could put it on
Yeah.
Patreon.
No. We
Put on
already
Patreon,
agreed to just
Jared.
me
Can we
doing
dye
it.
your beard as
No.
well?
All black, dude.
That would
yes.
fuck my face up. It fucks your skin up pretty bad. The
Just
chemicals.
relax, dude. You lost the bet.
And I'm willing to dye my hair.
Yeah, I'll take it. But we get to do it. And we get to put it on Patreon.
We already agreed.
And yeah,
Not
and
ready.
you have to do a photo shoot.
No. Stop
And-
adding shit.
And you got to dye your kids' hair jet black. And then you have to do your Christmas card with all your guys' hair jet black.
Don't do a Christmas card.
No, okay. We won't dye. You can get it done on your own. Jet black for a month, but you have to do a family photo and use that as your Christmas card this next year.
We don't do Christmas cards.
You're doing a Christmas card this year. I'll pay for the cards.
Okay.
Even if you just put it, or a digital card or whatever.
Sure.
The e-card. Done.
Deal?
Yep.
All right, there we go.
Hell
This
yeah.
is way better.
I mean,
Yeah, this is way better than a crop top. I don't need to see your happy trail
yeah.
for 30
I don't
days
have
straight.
any body hair, dude.
You're right. I don't either.
All right.
Forgot about that.
That was a good segment. We got Tyler to get black hair and couldn't feel better about it. And so we're going to take a break and keep this thing rolling.
Speaking of birthday dinners, I got one tonight, Friday. Friday. We're going to hibachi.
Hey,
Miles ends this segment. He's like,
segment
no,
is
no, no,
over.
no, no, no,
Okay,
no, no.
segment's over.
Birthday
we
dinner.
got to
Sorry.
keep rolling.
Yep, you're right. You're right.
Ryan,
Yep.
you know what's not being used right now?
Tyler's Mossberg.
Tyler's Mossberg, because he lied to us. He said that he was going turkey hunting. He said he was going to bring home the bacon. And by bacon, I mean turkey. And turkey bacon.
Mm.
And you know what? My tummy is grumbling. And I'm going to have to wait till lunch because I didn't get any turkey bacon with my breakfast.
Yeah, you got no breakfast.
Because
The guy's
Tyler
fucking
lied
hungry.
to us.
No,
And he's not even fasting either.
I just
Not even-
pivoted.
It was an unintentional fast by me this morning
Yeah.
because I thought I was gonna be able to eat some of your delicious turkey that you shot with your Mossberg, but none of that happened.
I'm going the last season.
And there was
instead of
no
this
even
one.
warning about it. You never were like, "Hey guys, just a heads up, I changed my plans."
No, it was a matter of 45 seconds ago. when we
45
found
seconds ago, I was.
I didn't know I needed to update you on my weekend activities.
So what? Well, yeah, I'm your boss. You have to tell me every detail of your life. That's how. That's how.
I
it
talked to
works.
Mr. Mossberg. He's like, yeah, whenever you want to go, just do it.
Hey,
He was chill.
it's Mr. Berg to you, okay?
out. Yeah.
Jesus cripes. Well, when are you going turkey hunting then? Because I don't know what to think anymore.
Last season's middle of May, so I will be going middle of May.
Okay, so this comes out, what, the 3rd? I guess we'll wait a couple weeks.
3
then.
weeks, 2 weeks.
Here I am looking like an idiot with my Mossberg in my hand with no bullet in the chamber.
Shooting blanks.
Well, if you can party hunt turkeys, us two might just go out with your tag.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One, you
Let's do
can't,
that.
and
Let's
you got to have your own tag
No,
to
we'll
party
do
hunt.
that. We'll all dye our hair jet black like you. We'll be able to pose as you.
You have to have a tag on you, so you're gonna have to go
your
buy
tag.
a tag.
Party hunt.
That's
Yeah.
not how party hunting works.
I will use my sleight of hand and steal your driver's license out of your wallet, and without you even knowing, and then we'll go get a
Warns
license.
Yeah. Yep. So we'll make sure we let you know when we're going 45 seconds before we're there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll call you 45 seconds before we shoot the turkey and say, hey, we're turkey hunting with your tag.
Under party hunting rules,
Yeah.
of course.
We'll call the governor and get a party hunting special license.
An
We'll
exemption.
call the gov.
Something between.
Which governor?
All of them, any of them.
Yeah, I mean, they could
We'll
just
call them until someone gives us a party hunting
Yeah.
for turkeys.
We could get a nuisance tag too. Your grandpa said there's been a lot of nuisance turkeys out in your area.
The amount of nuisance that I currently have about you not going turkey hunting is.
You guys can go turkey hunting. Just go yourselves.
We are, yeah. And we'll let
But
you
when
know.
are you gonna go? Because I thought you would have gone last weekend.
If you guys want to go, you can go.
I know, but
It's
I'm
open
asking
right
you
now.
when you're gonna go.
I just told you middle of May.
Okay. Well, I guess we'll.
I mean, it could be.
Sorry, Mossberg. We thought we'd have a great story for you to tell.
It could be May of 2025. He's not telling us what middle
I
of
know,
May he's
it's
going.
Middle of May 2023, Ryan. Approximately 4:30 in the
This
morning.
is
I'll
going to turn
be out
into another
there.
crop top scenario where he just keeps pushing it back and
Yeah.
never has to do it.
I don't have to do the crop top anymore. I'm doing hair.
We got
Yeah,
to
well, you're going to dye your hair in 2030 jet black.
You guys said when it's longer. You didn't really give me a
I know.
timeline.
See, this is a disaster.
Yeah.
I would do it tomorrow if that counted.
Will you at least go to mossberg.com and browse
Mhm.
and just visualize the turkey with whatever Mossberg you got in your
Mhm.
hand? All right. We'll do that. Go to mossberg.com. Get yourself a Mossberg gun, and you go. Everyone else should go turkey hunting because Tyler isn't.
We need turkey hunters out there now.
Yeah. All right, Ryan. You know what there's a lot of in this world?
A lot of experts.
A lot of experts in this world. You walk around any corner of this town, you're going to see some sort of expert. And by expert, I mean, just like on my hat, it says forklift certified. Experts with air quotes on the other side.
What kind of expert would you describe yourself as?
I would say, God, where do I start? I would say that I'm a business expert. I would say that I am a hunting expert. I'm a drinking expert. I am
there we go.
expert in the bedroom.
Hell yeah.
God willing.
In terms of like
right?
making the bed and stuff is what he means.
I'm like bedroom care,
Yeah.
dusting the nightstand, stuff like that.
Fluffing pillows.
Yep.
Yeah.
Vacuuming.
Mhm.
I would say I'm an expert at riding a bike. I haven't fallen in 20 years.
Okay. That's good.
I would say that I'm an expert at driving a car as well. I haven't gotten in an accident in 20 years.
Knock on wood.
It's
off
been
that.
20 years.
No,
Okay. I was going to say.
no, it's probably been since 2014, maybe 2013.
So damn, you're 10 years.
About a full decade since I'd say I'm pretty much an expert now.
Yeah.
So yeah, those are kind of things that I'm experts in.
Your insurance company's got to love you.
Well, no, they hate it.
No accidents, though.
Oh yeah, no, they love me. Yeah. Yeah.
They hate that
Anyways.
because they can't charge them more.
See, I'm not an insurance expert, so I would.
Yeah, there you go.
I never said that.
So what kind of experts do you think are the worst?
Also, I don't. That was a joke. I don't actually think I'm an expert in all those things. Except for the
picked up
bedroom
on that.
stuff.
Yeah, making the bed and shit.
No, I think that there's some experts that I like. we'll start there, and then we can get into some experts that you hate, right? I think that tech experts are actually an expert that I don't hate, that I actually
They're
enjoy.
very helpful.
They actually, like, for some reason, there's no snobbery necessarily around technology or the IT field.
One thing that I
Go ahead,
like
Todd.
about them is most of the time the tech help I need is happening right in front of me, and I get to watch them fail a couple times before they do figure it out. But I see that they're normal and they did fail a couple times before they get to that answer.
They're like troubleshooting experts.
Yep.
But they're never snobby about it. You don't go, God, I can't get my computer to do this. And they go, jeez, are you serious?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God. We got ourselves another, we gotta turn this on and off again.
Yep.
What a idiot. They just go, oh, well, let me help you with that. You know? And then the new technology, they don't try and push on you at all or anything like that. It's great. Technology experts, I'm a big fan of. They never seem to cause me any issues.
I would say I'm a fan as well. However, there is sometimes an over explanation of things that my brain is not going to retain, and they probably know that, but the over explanation continues to happen.
Yeah. But it's in a friendly way, though.
Yes,
It's a friendly way.
Yep. It's never like, because they obviously they're helping you because you don't know what to do,
Yeah.
but they're not holding that against you. I'm with you on that. I don't know. Go ahead.
Well, I was going to say an expert that I absolutely fucking despise is any sort of financial expert.
Yeah.
Nothing is worse than talking to a financial expert and them just being like, fucking the Roth IRAs are just dummy right now. And you're like, or you're like, oh yeah, I guess I actually big time one. Remember that at your lake cabin?
I mean, how could I forget?
You've told that story.
Father-in-law's
How could I forget?
Father-in-law's buddy fucking tried to put me in a mental pretzel. So who do you got managing your money? What does he got you in? I'm like, dude, I give this dude my money. He puts it into whatever he puts it in. And when I'm 65, I'll take it out and I'll move on with my life. And this dude was shaking his head. He was scoffing at me because I didn't know what fucking EFTs, MTOs, or fucking MBAs that I was in. And I was ready to throw down with that guy.
Yeah, he's a stock market expert. That would be his expertise.
And that guy sucks.
The only financial expert I like is my actual financial advisor. And the rest of them can fuck off.
Yeah. And I would actually rope into this a little bit, the real estate experts.
Mm-hmm.
Both of them are usually very douchey and they use a lot of lingo that's really lame and they make you feel dumb for not knowing what they know.
Yeah. Yeah. But that's like, buddy, that's why I pay you to do this for me. Of course, I don't know how to do it. That's why I'm paying you. But they're unlike tech experts. They're going to kind of look at you like, how the fuck don't you know this stuff?
And it's always too with the real estate. It's like real estate agents will say, it'll be like, well, I don't really want to buy a house because, well, it's just like prices are high right now and interest rates are high. And they're always like, are you kidding me, dude? Oh my God. You think the housing market's going to crash again? Newsflash, it's not. And you're like, well, do you have any evidence for or against that? Just look at the line graphs.
I've been in this market for so long. I think I understand the trends.
Yeah, and it's just a gaslighting from real estate agents constantly. Now, I do think people are overreacting about the interest rates thing, but all the other stuff that comes with it, of when you literally would go to buy a house and you'd have to ask for $20,000 more than what the asking price was there for a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
we're in a better situation than that because you can refinance in 10 years.
yeah, I don't know. It's just
Or 5 years.
Yeah.
Real estate experts. It's like, oh, well, if you're just such an expert in real estate, why don't you just fucking own everything good?
Because no one's buying houses from them because they're
Yeah.
the douchey expert.
If you're an expert, if you're such a financial expert, why aren't you fucking living in a mansion in Malibu? Tell me that.
Yeah, I would agree with you on that. That's why it's kind of like financial advisor. You gotta.
I was just gonna say the same thing. The only real estate person I like is my real estate agent.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
No, she's great.
yeah,
She's not douchey at all. That's why I like her.
He's his own real estate guy. That's why he can't get on board with that.
Yeah.
I'm being a douchey real estate guy
Yep.
right now.
Yep.
Okay, like you actually don't really even need a realtor. But it's like actually way more beneficial to just skip the realtor. But
Yeah, just skip the 6% on both sides.
you
don't
didn't
even
fucking
need it.
EFT your money before you did the MRA when it came to the XPD fucking
I got people for that.
BDK before you did the loan. Are you kidding me?
Isn't BDK a serial killer?
I don't know. But yeah, we're all trying to figure out the money thing. Don't act like you're just some got it all together. And the people who actually do have it all together are the ones that are least douchey about
Right.
it, I feel like.
Who do
I
you,
agree with
who do you
that.
think have it more together? The younger generation of real estate agents or the older generation?
In what sense?
Uh,
The younger generation definitely they're overcompensating for actually not understanding real estate by using buzzwords and
yeah.
trying to peacock and also trying to say that they're also very nervous clearly when they keep telling everyone that if you're a good real estate agent, you don't have to go online and be like, don't worry guys, trust me, it's not going to crash. It won't crash. It's not going to crash, right? No, the housing market's not going to crash. It's fine. It's fine. If you were actually good, you just would fucking sell homes regardless of what the market's like.
Yeah.
Sorry. Just freaked out a little bit.
Classic real estate expert.
Yeah.
Anti-real estate expert.
But also kind of sounding like I'm
Yep.
trying to be a real
Yeah.
estate. Oh God.
Mhm.
Yeah.
You drank the Kool-Aid, didn't
You
you?
either die a hero or you live long enough to see yourself become the villain.
Yeah. Because you're putting down other real estate.
I know.
to
Yep.
Fuck.
Put
Yep.
yourself up on a
Yep.
pedestal.
This is a classic little loop I'm caught in right now.
Yeah.
All you got to do is
Huh.
just step off the carousel. That's what I'm going to do right now. Ryan.
You don't hate yourself, do you?
What?
Well, do you real estate guys?
Yeah, I mean, there's some times where I do hate myself.
You gotta
It's
get your,
mostly when I get drunk and say something dumb. It's usually when
It's
I hate
all of
myself.
us.
Like I'm a confident guy, enjoy my life, all that. But the time, like, basically, if I get drunk and I say something stupid, that is the only time I truly do hate myself.
yeah.
And I feel like that's pretty much everyone, right?
Yeah, 100%.
that the 5 minutes after you wake up after being drunk, trying to rack your brain of all the dumb stuff you said.
Yeah.
didn't say.
And then you get memories back like
Yeah.
every 2 hours
Yeah.
throughout the
like,
day.
ah, shit. God, I hate myself.
Yeah.
Cheeks get a little hot, even
Yeah.
though it's not the
Or
day.
what you do that recon, you're like, no, I was well behaved last night. And
Yeah.
then I go eating breakfast with Ann. She's like, do you remember when you fucking did this, this, and this? I'm like, oh no. I hate myself.
Yeah, then you got to send the text out and say, hey, I'm sorry. And
Yeah.
all that
I ain't
shit.
texting anyone.
No.
I'm not
God, no.
apologizing. That's a different person that did that.
Okay.
What expert do you hate?
Yeah, I'll kind of piggyback on the tech side of things. I'm starting to despise Chat GPT experts.
Yeah. I'm kind of,
And it's like,
I'm
it's-
kind of with you.
We're kind of just in the
Yeah.
beginning of things, but when you're
AI experts.
AI experts,
Like
yes.
I think where I'm with you on this is when people need to use Chat GPT for something you just absolutely do not need to use it for. I don't need to ask Chat GPT what the best meal for lunch is. Like,
I agree. It's because this is what happens. Something new comes. It was the same thing with NFTs.
mm-hmm.
AI experts are NFT experts reborn again.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And what happens is they get this tool, they start thinking of all the possibilities, and they think it's going to be for this, this, and this, and they use it for everything, and they try and push it on everyone, this and that, and then the smoke and dust settles, and they just go, well, actually, we probably just use it for these two things over here.
Right. Like we use some stuff around here, like just for some work things. And after a while, like there's one guy here specifically that uses it for a lot of
We
shit.
can call him Alan.
Yep. Alan uses it for so much shit that it's like, I can just do that in my head in like a second.
It's like, oh,
I don't need to ask
yeah.
the computer.
Oh, you're trying to remember what your second cousin's maiden name was? Ask GPT.
And I think because it's so new, you now have self-proclaimed experts who just hopped on it right in the beginning.
Okay, and this is the worst thing about people who are obsessed with ChatGPT. People go and they try and maybe we'll call them beginners, start using ChatGPT, or even if you've used it for a little while and you go, yeah, it's a cool tool, but I wasn't able to use it for what I wanted it to. And then the ChatGPT expert just goes, well, you probably didn't prompt it right.
Yes, dude. Yes.
You probably just aren't very good at prompting.
And then they'll go into
so I got to prompt it for a half hour to get an answer I could have fucking Googled?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. And then they'll go into a spiel about how to properly prompt the AI. The AI gen.
Now I am on board with ChatGPT.
I am too.
Right, but it's
I am too, but
it's the classic trying to use it for everything, even though it's got a specific use.
right. Like you don't need to use it for every aspect of everything you do, which some people are doing.
Yeah. And it's trying to think of like a good example, right? Like when they came out with the car, with the Model T, right? The first car experts had to have even if they had to walk one block, they were still driving that thing and talking about it and bragging about it and doing all that. It's just like the same thing repeated over.
That sucked.
Or it was like NFTs. Every single person and brand released an NFT project that people bought for way too much money, and then everyone went, but like, what the fuck am I going to do with this?
you're going to hold. You got to hold.
Yeah, well, who's buying this?
You're right.
It's like, oh, there's good things for NFTs, but we way overdid it. This classic American way, just overdoing it.
Crypto's kind of the same way.
It was.
You know why people do this, Myles? Because no one's sitting there and waiting for the dust to settle,
That's true.
smoke to settle. One of those two to settle.
Smoke / dust settling needs to happen more.
Yeah.
And I bet if you ask ChatGPT, they would also agree. Well, he or she, it would also agree. So,
Yeah.
When Alan tries to describe anything in depth on ChatGPT, I'm not listening.
Same. I immediately
I'm on the
tune it
train.
out.
I'm on the train, but I'm riding the train at the speed it's going at.
It's kind of sucks because like he could be telling me something actually very useful, but he tells me to use it for so many things that the second I hear ChatGPT, I'm zoning it out.
yeah, it's kind of the boy who cried wolf.
Yep.
It is also, there are some times when I have been using it that I'll ask it something and it spits out like an answer that I'm like, that was really, really smart. And then I go, I could have just thought of that in 5 seconds.
But don't use your brain anymore. Don't overthink.
But that's
it.
like what I think the problem is it's like teaching us to not even think anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we were using it for like captions at one point, and I did 2 captions with it. I'm like, no, if I keep using this for captions, I'm going to be too stupid to think of a caption for the rest of my life.
How would that be different than now?
I think I'm pretty good at them.
You're an expert, Tyler. You're a
Thank you.
caption.
That's what I hate caption experts.
Ryan proclaimed me that, not myself.
Caption expert.
Yeah.
Douchey one though.
Who brought up the
fucking best,
ChatGPT one?
Ryan.
Yeah.
That was a great one.
Yeah.
Yep.
But again, it's what it started. First, it was VR experts.
Yep.
Everyone is going to live in VR in 2 years, is what they thought back in 2015. I don't even know where to buy a VR headset right now. Then it was the NFT experts.
Well, you could just ask ChatGPT.
I will. Now, I do think that AI is going to be, whoever figures out how to use AI the best is going to win out in the long run. But you are right. Let's just cool it. I don't need to ask ChatGPT what beard oil I should use.
But if you
I just go to Amazon and click the reviews.
But if you prompt it correctly, it'll give you something specific for your beard.
That is very
Yeah.
true. That is very true.
ChatGPT, how do I tell my mom that my wife isn't pregnant?
That actually might
yeah.
be a good.
No, it literally just say, tell her that she's not pregnant.
It was. Yeah, you are right. It would say something like, just make sure that you are very open and direct.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah. Well, I was kind of planning on doing that in the first place.
It's about the only way you can do it.
Mhm.
Yeah.
An expert that I cannot stand, and I met one not for the first time, but I met a new one last weekend or the weekend before, an alcohol expert. And they are not just an alcohol expert, they're also an alcohol snob. They got to tell you about everything that should go with everything. They got to tell you about why what you drink isn't right for you.
Yeah.
And it's like, fuck, it's my taste palette. I can drink what I want. You can't tell me what I'm going to like.
Okay, cool. You kind of sound like a taste snob.
Mm-hmm.
It's my taste.
No, I think I would agree. It's like a pairing expert. You
Yep.
see it with a lot of stuff, right? You can't drink that wine with that type of meat. You can't drink a Riesling with a steak. Are you kidding me?
Mm-hmm.
Are you trying to destroy your taste buds? You'll never be able to taste again if you combine those two. That's like a nuclear bomb on your taste buds.
And it's like same thing with like whiskey guys too. Like, cause you pair whiskeys with certain meats and stuff as well.
Yeah. Or whiskeys and cigars.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah.
And it's fine if you ask. If you ask like, hey, what's the best wine that goes with this steak? Completely fine.
Yeah, I think I got a whiskey 7, and he's like, "Oh, what whiskey is that?" I'm like, "I don't know, rail."
But what if
And he just thought that I had committed capital crimes.
Because you didn't know or because you mixed it with?
Both.
I was going to say, I would see him being more upset that you mixed whiskey with a soda.
Yeah, well, I just got a whiskey 7 with rail whiskey, and the fact I didn't know what whiskey it was and that I mixed it made me bottom of the totem pole.
What does this guy do for a living?
I college student.
What?
So he
Yeah.
is a booze expert.
This
Well, yeah,
guy
exactly. Like,
sounds
what is
like-
your merit? And then he was telling me about all the scotches that I should be drinking. It's like, buddy, you're like fucking 23.
He also doesn't have the income to buy all that
Right.
shit and try
Did
it.
you happen to take down his list? Because I think I'd like to.
No, I can ask him for you though. But
That
It-
might just be fueling the fire, is what you're saying.
yeah.
I would like to take a peek at that list.
But like, I wanted to be like, buddy, you're in college. You need to stop drinking scotch and just start buying cheap shit.
Is he got a job?
I don't think so.
How's he paying for this?
I'm not sure.
His
Mom and dad, maybe.
Plasma going
Yeah.
straight to
Plasma.
plasma
Mhm.
going straight to fucking scotch.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Watched Anchorman one time, suddenly scotch guy. Scotch down in my belly.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, the pairing thing is quite the expert.
Yeah. Like,
Because what if your taste buds really like a Riesling with a red meat?
I don't know I still have no idea what meat to pair with what wines. Like, can I just drink a wine and eat my meat in peace?
The one
You're gonna eat your meat in peace, dude.
Yeah, dude, Marilyn Man.
Jesus
I'm gonna
Christ.
Marilyn
you're
Manson.
gonna beat your meat in peace.
I mean, I prefer to beat my meat in peace.
That's what I do it.
I usually like to play death metal while I'm doing that.
Slit my guts.
Yeah, Alexa, play death metal. I'm about to beat this steak up. I'm about to beat this rump roast up.
Fucking T-bone.
Ryan, do you like to beat your meat not in peace?
In the kitchen listening to death metal.
Oh God. What were we talking about before you said you like to beat your meat?
Pairing
No, the
people.
only thing I always try to do if I'm drinking wine at dinner, which is these days the only time I would drink wine, I think, is just if I go out to dinner.
Mhm.
I'm not drinking at home or anything.
God, no. in the bathtub.
Unless I would be watching Game of Thrones, then I'm definitely sucking down a red wine
You,
of some sort.
Becca and I do HBO wine when there's an HBO show on Sunday nights that we like.
I don't hate that, I'm going to be honest, because HBO does feel like something you should drink wine to.
Yep.
It's more of a sophisticated type of viewership.
Yeah, you're not getting any slapdick stuff on
Yeah,
HBO.
you're not getting any cheese dick.
Yep.
Unless you're having cheese with your wine and you're HBOing and chilling. Then you might get some cheese dick.
Yeah, there's actually a category on HBO for that.
Yeah.
HBOing and chilling?
Yeah, it's called Cat House, for anyone wondering.
Wait, what?
Cat House.
It's like softcore porn.
Yeah. Dude,
Yeah.
Oh, that sounds terrible. I'm never gonna check that out.
What's it called again?
Fucking kitty house.
like you'd be
Hey,
like,
I'm on his HBO, so I gotta check.
when I was
Because I go to it and it's just like every season of every show is watched.
like in high school.
Okay, so I checked out Cat House last week. If you didn't notice,
That is like the cutest thing that we do is we share the HBO account.
yeah,
That is-
Oh, guys.
yeah, it is kind of nice.
In
No.
high school, we'd go to overnight trips, right? And I was a captain. So I'd have to go around and do like bed checks at 10 o'clock, make sure everyone was going to sleep when they were supposed to. And there was one time I did it. 3 out of the 5 rooms all had Cat House on when I knocked on the fucking door.
Well, yeah, they're talking, dude.
Because you're
Like,
at
How do I not know about this at all?
because like hotels have HBO just built into the TV, you know, and it was before
we
like
talked about this, and I think both of you flamed me for it.
no, I absolutely would not flame you for this. I've been a Cat House fan since I was like 15.
I've never heard of this. How could I flame you if I've never even heard of it?
I'm just the aspect of HBO in a hotel room on a sports trip. That was the
No,
concept.
I'm with that, dude.
Okay. Maybe I misread you.
Yeah, no.
I think it was like that you were just watching porn with the boys. I think
Yeah, but it's
Cat
soft-
House, yeah.
But it's softcore, so it's not as weird.
I still wouldn't watch that with you guys.
I mean, when you're 15, maybe.
Maybe. Well,
Yeah.
it's like Girls Gone Wild.
It's
ads.
essentially
GGW.
Girls Gone Wild. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it's like it was like reality TV, except for like a legal prostitution house. That's what Cat House is.
Okay. Well, I won't be checking that out. To end the pairing
Yep.
expert, I got it was
Yeah.
I would like to pair
My-
hotels
my
and
own-
Cat House.
Yeah. 15-year-old sports.
that is sounds like a great pairing.
15-year-old athletes in Cat House.
It doesn't matter anymore what I was gonna say.
No, say it, Miles.
I was just gonna say the way I've been doing the wine with the dinner is just if I'm eating if I eat red meat, I drink red wine with it. If I eat non-red
So,
meat,
like-
fish, chicken, whatever, I just get a white wine.
White
Just-
meat, white wine.
White wine, white meat, red wine. Don't know if that's how you're supposed to do it, but I'm doing it.
I think that's a good
And
enough.
I'm feeling crazy too.
Yeah.
I might sit down on the couch, eat some swordfish. I don't know where I'm going. I'm gonna have a nice white wine and watch Cat House.
That sounds like a nice
It sounds
night.
like a great Friday night, actually.
It kind of
and then
does.
you beat your meat
Where
in
this goes
peace.
down.
Wow.
We don't need to beat swordfish. It's
Yeah.
pretty. It's pretty.
it's
tame.
pretty-
You don't want to tenderize it?
Not swordfish.
Okay.
No, I don't
No.
think. I think it would just be disaster.
Yeah, just
No, I'm not really familiar with swordfish.
yeah. You don't get around the sword too often.
Anyways, Jared, you got an expert you hate?
I don't know if this is an expert.
Someone you hate?
Fucking Johnny from 9th grade.
It's
Fuck that guy.
the same church. Like a food critic, like kind of like a Yelper type
Okay.
person that like reviews restaurants.
Yeah, and I would even piggyback and just say serial reviewers.
Yeah.
Because if you are leaving a ton of reviews, you're constantly looking for the negative, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's the same vibe.
You're being critical. Yeah.
Yeah. Being a critic would be exhausting,
Mhm.
but also kind of fun.
Right.
It also does
would-
help in some situations too. If you're in like a new city or something,
Right.
looking at restaurants.
But you also, what I like, so in that sense, right? We're looking at Yelp reviews. Do I go eat at this place? I really just try and walk a mile in their shoes, or at least eat a meal in their mouth. I
Eat
tried-
a meal with their fork.
Yeah, I try to eat a meal with their fork and really go, is this actually worth losing a star or 2 stars or 3 stars or 4 stars?
Yeah.
Or are you being a son of a bitch?
Right.
You got to really diagnose. You got to figure that out.
I'm a big read the reviews guy. I've never left a review on anything, but I'm a big read the reviews. And my policy is if it's super, super, super bad, like they really ripped on the place, I discount it.
Yeah. If it's a long
Yeah.
paragraph, it's like, well, this is an isolated incident. But if it's like 3.5 stars and it's like food was okay, I'm like,
That's it. That guy's telling the truth.
that's the review.
Yep.
Exactly.
Unless every review is really bad, like unnamed hotel that we stayed at, then I believe it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then you
Well,
have to.
yeah. If you
Yeah.
experience it yourself.
But like golf courses, when we were trying to find golf courses for your bachelor party, I read the reviews on all of them, and the ones like the one we went to, and the round was super slow. All of the ones I believed were like, yeah, course is really nice, but the round was really slow, and the marshals didn't do anything, and they were spot on.
Spot on.
So why did we play that course then?
Because
Well, it was a budget thing, and it was a 3 back-to-back-to-back tee times available at the time that we wanted.
trying to find the tee times was the biggest hurdle.
Okay.
So we weighed the pros and cons. We're like, I'd rather play a slow round than no round at all.
That is very true. But also, it did take 6 hours.
But we
to
met
play.
some cool ass people in
We
our
did.
group.
We did. So, yeah. What do you hate about the food expert?
Just like they'll go to like an Applebee's and leave like a 2-3 paragraph review on it, and it's like it doesn't matter.
It's like you went to Applebee's.
Yeah.
Right,
I
what'd you
didn't
expect?
feel like I was in the neighborhood.
Right.
I
Or
was
eat
not
good.
eating good in the neighborhood.
I ate okay.
Yeah, I feel that.
Or if they go to like some like small family diner or something and leave a bad review, and maybe the diners had a bad meal,
Yeah.
that could really hurt that business.
Yeah.
Right. It could have been like some 16-year-old cook's first day
Right,
on the job that
exactly.
maybe overcooked a burger, and they're just trying to shame this restaurant.
Yeah, it's just a bad look.
Another expert that I despise are fashion experts, and not like someone who likes to dress nice.
Mhm.
I don't care about that. It's like if your buddy shows up in jeans and a polo to a wedding, I'm gonna give him shit.
Mhm.
I wouldn't say that's me being an expert. It's the New York Fashion Week experts.
Yeah.
I basically went to Myles' wedding in jeans and a polo.
Yeah, whatever. But the people who they'll literally just go to a fabric store and they'll just cut something into an obscure shape, randomly sew it together, and then throw it on, and it looks like a garbage bag.
Yeah.
And they'll be like, this is high fashion.
And then they'll throw angel wings on the back of the person modeling.
I like that
and
fashion.
it'll look really good.
No, that fashion's sick.
Yeah.
Angel wings back,
That is true.
minimal.
Yeah, they literally just cut some fabric out, threw it on.
I think I'm a minimalistic fashion guy.
Well, not only are you saving fabric for other people, but it's also
Mhm.
makes for good TV.
But you know what I mean? It's like objectively, the clothes that they're wearing look so absurd. No one would ever wear it. But it's like, oh, I paid them $100,000 to dress me in this, and it's like, it looks like they took the sheets off your bed and just you stood there and they just ran around you in
Yeah.
a circle.
It's a toga.
Yeah, you're having Greek.
You're
night at the
wearing a
buddies.
toga, by the way.
Okay, so would you say the same thing about art experts? Because like, how the fuck do you not see that thing on that canvas?
I don't know any art experts that do that. It's more so, to me, art experts are just like, that is just a beautiful piece of art. And you're just like,
The weird thing
Is
about
it?
the art world is like, no matter what opinion you have, everyone's supposed to be okay with it because that's the whole point.
Yeah, that's
is
true.
like that you're supposed to form your own feelings about it, and like it's just a bunch of paint splotches. Like, how am I supposed to have feeling on this?
yeah.
You just haven't
Yeah.
seen a good painting yet.
That's true. Maybe I haven't. I've been to art museums before, and they just don't do it for me.
Yeah. Well, and like one of the reasons why it's fresh in my mind is Anne watched the Kardashian wedding special on Hulu the other night.
Mm.
And of course, that's all the Kardashians do is they're just fashion people now.
Mhm.
And it's like, oh my God, fucking Billy designer. He's designing me. I can't believe he would take time out of his busy schedule to design me. It's like the dude literally just took like a fishing net, cut some bigger holes for your arms to go through, and then just put some sparkles on it. And then all of a sudden it's like, this is so beautiful, Billy. I don't know how you came up with this. I'm like, he just went to the harbor, talked to the fisherman, borrowed a net.
Yeah, just grabbed an old one he's gonna throw out.
It's just like, what?
It even smells fishy. That's part of the art.
But it's just, I don't understand. It's like in expert fashion world, it's like the weirder the shit is, the more better it is.
Do you remember Lady Gaga's meat dress?
Yeah, it's like,
She wore steaks.
what a statement. What a statement. What a statement that is.
Better not see her drinking white wine.
Tyler,
Myles?
when you do go hunting in 2030, how are you going to start your morning?
I'm gonna start my morning at like 3:30 with a quick stop at Holiday for some coffee and a breakfast sandwich.
So you're telling me at 3:30 in the morning you're not going to pass gas? Instead, you're going to turn on in
I will turn
to Holiday
right on
gas
in.
station. What is your pre-hunting routine if you ever actually went hunting? What would it be?
I would pull into, like I said, about 3:30 in the morning. Pull into the parking lot, take a spot right next to the door.
Would you ever pull out
Absolutely.
there?
What is it? What do you mean?
of the parking spot?
I don't do that.
Okay, continue on. Confirmed. Doesn't pull out.
Yes. Walk in immediately to the coffee. Get my coffee.
What kind of coffee?
I'm gonna go with the Colombian coffee.
Colombian
yeah.
Bam Bam.
Yeah, you look like. Well, no, but
Different things.
I thought maybe you were gonna go with the rainforest blend, but
I'm a Colombian guy.
isn't the rainforest in Colombia as well? So aren't the same church, different pew?
There's several
you
rainforests.
did-
There's actually a rainforest in Alaska, so maybe that's where that coffee's from.
Maybe we'll have to fight for. Nobody knows.
Yeah, so I get that, and then I peruse the breakfast sandwiches while sipping said coffee.
I thought you said you got Colombian coffee, not Peru coffee.
I said peruse.
Oh, okay.
Then I pick a breakfast sandwich, and then I pick a snack for later after the hunt, and then I leave.
Okay, what's the go-to snack after the hunt?
Maybe a Gatorade and a granola bar. I'm a pretty simple after that.
Okay,
Yeah, get those
all right.
electrolytes going.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you're sweating bullets,
hmm
Literally.
quite literally.
Yeah.
Sweating bullets.
They're just dripping out of me.
Well, I look forward to you doing that routine in 2030. So, guys, if
Thank
you
you.
want to participate in Tyler's routine, wake up at 3, head to Holiday gas stations. Don't pass gas. 3:30 a.m. Peru coffee. I don't remember what was the food. I don't remember what the food he said.
It was
Breakfast
a breakfast
And then the
sandwich.
breakfast sandwiches, whatever he gets, and you can get yourself some turkey bacon as well. We've talked about them before. Car experts are the worst. Was
Yep.
rapid fire them. Car experts are the worst.
Diet
what
and
else?
exercise experts.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exercise experts are the worst.
I have a big problem with golf experts that do it the wrong way. Like I don't need to be preached to. If I ask you for help, help me.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the golf experts, like anyone with a golf podcast. Kind of the fucking
No.
worst.
We are
We have no credentials.
We know we're
to be
not experts.
Yeah, except for that one guy I found on YouTube.
Yeah, I don't.
He's the best golf expert.
But
I've ever-
you searched him out. If that guy met you and just started ripping at you, you wouldn't like him.
I don't know. I think he's British, and he just got something calming about his voice. No, I think he's American. I made that up, but I wish he was British. I feel like I would take his advice more even.
It's because the accent.
You know what I mean?
The accent does something for a guy.
Well, accents, it requires you to pay attention to what they're saying more because you might
Yeah.
not understand.
yeah,
them.
that's true.
Maybe we should start speaking in an accent so people listen to what we're saying better.
All right, Tyler, let's hear your accent.
What
is it?
accent should we do?
What? Just don't tell us. Just okay. I want you to say something in an accent, and we're gonna guess what accent that is.
No.
Australian.
Got it.
I didn't
That's
get
how
that
they
there.
say oh no.
Because when they say no, they say nar.
Say a sentence. You just went like a.
That's how they talk.
They say nar.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Ryan's got one.
I gotta like think in my head what the phrase is so I can say it right. Nein, dropping Sie hot coffee und they knockers.
German.
Got it.
two.
I thought that was like Sweden, or like the Netherlands.
I literally said a German word in that.
Okay, let's hear your Swedish accent then.
I'll do the thing from Frozen. Big summer blowout. Everything half off. Come to my store.
That
right.
sounds Asian.
All right, now I want to hear a Chinese accent.
Nope.
Indian accent?
No.
What about
I gotta do an accent of someone the same color as me or I'm gonna get canceled.
okay? Sounds like he's a little bit of an accent expert, if you ask me. I don't know what the big deal is. Why wouldn't you just do it?
You do it. Show me give me some guidance.
I never said I was an accent expert like you guys.
Okay.
I know one accent and one accent only.
Midwestern.
Mm-hmm.
That's Southern. You just did a Southern accent to say Midwestern.
I'll tell you what, I ain't doing any other accent other than Midwestern.
I mean, we all
Midwestern.
do a Midwestern accent. We draw out our O's. We say roof.
That's Canadian.
Yeah, we don't have accents.
Yeah,
We're
just
Midwest
relax.
Yeah.
We're normal.
You could have a Canadian accent.
Yeah, we just have them. I'm from Minnesota.
Soda.
Minnesota.
Canadian.
Got it.
Fuck yeah, 3-0. Let's go.
Miles, you got blown the fuck out there.
Yeah.
Gladly. I mean, this is the dumbest thing we've ever done. Also, did his Swedish accent start to kind of turn into an Asian
Yeah, oh yeah,
accent?
towards
I
the
was
end.
literally just copying the
When
guy
he
from
said like,
Frozen.
"Come to my shop," or something.
That's exactly
And,
what
like,
he says.
Because that's how you always start an accent pretty decent, and then the longer you go, you start to lose it. And-
Yeah. Resort to what you know.
yeah. You can do a Jamaican accent.
Nope.
Why not?
Not the same color. I refuse.
Do a Mexican accent.
No.
All right. Well, suit yourself. Just killing this. We had great momentum with
We
this
did.
segment.
We did. We
Yeah,
did.
it's your fault for asking. You knew I
absolutely
wouldn't do
ended
it.
this. Well, I think we really I think we became experts on hating experts today. I think we really did a
Yeah.
really good job.
The best type.
And we didn't mention anything about hating experts of experts.
That is true.
Mhm.
That's actually my
We're in the
favorite
clear.
expert. Yeah. When in doubt,
Pinky out.
just don't try and be a snob about something.
Just be
Yeah, you can be an expert and be okay.
Yeah, like IT guys. IT guys are great. I think it's because IT guys know that the world will never understand what they're saying, so they don't try and push it on people.
I mean, I could see the IT community throwing fists with the Chat GPT community.
Yeah. I mean, it's a Venn diagram. They're kind of overlapping, I feel.
Yeah.
But I feel like, yeah, I would agree because ChatGPT people are fake IT guys.
Yeah.
100%.
They're
Alan's
using-
a fake IT guy. He thinks he could write code
He's a
for.
fake it guy.
Real IT guys are way more patient too.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're chill as fuck.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Love to drink beers with that. No, I wouldn't. Are you kidding me? They're so boring.
Yeah,
I could be like,
I,
hey,
I almost just said I would love to drink beers with IT guys, and that is just an unbelievable statement by me. I would never do that.
yeah, I've never seen you drink beers with an IT guy.
No, God, who would?
They can't drink.
I love how now we're just hating on the people we said we liked.
One of my best friends is an IT guy.
Kind of boring.
No. Good guy.
At an ask if he's a good guy.
No, he's not boring at all.
Can he be boring a lot of the time?
He's genuinely one of the least boring friends
What
I
a
have.
rephrase.
Just keep asking him the same question. So, if you had to boil down his qualities, would one of them be a little boring?
No.
How many minutes in a day do you think he's boring?
Maybe like 3. He's a pretty weird guy.
I don't know
Like not boring at all.
Wait, you said he's weird?
Yeah.
Weird guys are a little boring, so I think
No, they're not.
No, weird guys are the opposite of boring.
no,
You guys
think
are kind of interesting.
I
Yeah.
I get bored of weird guys.
You do.
So I want them to be straight laced normal, and that's fun and
You're
exciting.
entertained by normal people.
Normal people are actually boring.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I would say I'm a fucking weirdo at times.
you are. You're not boring.
Thank you, Tyler.
Okay. Last question on your buddy. How would you describe him if he was drilling a hole in the ground? What would he be doing?
What?
Just answer the question.
Just answer the question. How would you describe him if he was drilling a hole in the ground?
Look at him over there.
What would he be doing?
Trying to figure out how to drill a hole in the ground?
No, I don't think that's it. Jared, you want to help him out?
Oh, I get what you're
Boring.
saying here. Yeah,
What is he?
he's drilling
No, but what's another phrase?
No, yeah.
He's
yeah.
tunneling.
No, not that one either.
He. Think about the topic. Of
I got you
conversation.
there. Let's go.
What I would really say is he's struggling.
With what? Struggling to what?
Struggling to drill the hole in the ground.
Yeah, but how else would you state that? People don't necessarily know what drilling means.
He's struggling to dig.
No, he's not digging. He's
He's struggling to excavate.
he is
I'm not going to say it, Myles.
boring.
How long did it take for you to pick up on that?
Oh, like the third try.
Okay.
I did get him though. That was
Yeah, you did.
No, I didn't do it.
No,
He
but I
got
got
you.
him. He got.
No, but I got.
Because in his mind he answered the question. He just didn't say it. out
This
loud.
segment is boring.
He said it. You said that your buddy is boring. You just said that.
Jared, splice that together.
Splice that if you could.
Yeah.
That would be.
If you can't do that, chat GPT it. It'll
Chat GPT.
exactly.
Yeah, they'll get it done.
Yeah.
But
ChatGPT will
only if
fix-
you prompt it the right way, though.
You gotta
Fucking prompt it
prompt
right.
Do my-
Also, don't forget to put your money in a Roth IRA. Otherwise, you're going to be fucked when you're
I
65.
swear to God, if you don't drink whiskey with enough legs, fuck you.
And if you even look at a red wine when you're eating that swordfish, I'm gonna murder you. You're gonna
with a
be
sword.
you're gonna be on the plate. All right. I think we covered it all.
I think so.
Tyler's best friend is boring when he is drilling a hole in the ground. You can't argue with that.
You-
That was
you
a good one,
can.
Tyler.
No, he's boring if he's drilling a hole.
I'm
in
pretty
the
sure
ground.
literally-
boring and drilling might be different.
He's quite literally boring.
How do you spell that one?
You could ask
That
ChatGPT.
version.
Am I saying a false statement, Tyler?
Potentially.
No, I'm not. All right, got that done. My next project, guys. I think it's another good episode. Thanks for tuning in to another episode of the You Betcha Radio podcast. May your tunnels be boring and your experts be not snobs. Cheers, Ryan. Mm-hmm.